In this video, I'm going to show you a scheme I came up with based on something I was doing in Madden 17, out of tight doubles in the single back, but now it's the doubles north, and they've taken out some of the really good plays, which sucks, but they got a couple that are usable. Drags in was one that I used and it worked pretty well. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing a little bit different with it this year. Alright, let's go to random nickel. I got a bunch of plays that look the same, but they are different. Now, this route that Hopkins is doing is kind of glitchy, like what I was showing in the last little scheme from the Deuce Y Flex. It's not as quick. It takes a second for him to actually make that cut. A little bit longer than what you think it would be. But when he does, it slips coverage really well. But on this play, what I like to do is put Fedorowicz in a quick cut, because I got 4 guys in one area that I'm going to read. Fuller, who looks like he's probably going to be covered because he gets the corner on him and the safety's playing back. And I want to hit Hopkins, but it just depends how the coverage is. That linebacker sometimes will come down on Fedorowicz when he makes the cut, which leaves Hopkins open either in the slot, the little seam there, or over towards the sideline. But sometimes he'll drop back and I can either hit Fedorowicz underneath or wait for Miller to come out behind him and then follow Fedorowicz as a lead blocker on the drag. So this play works pretty well. As I'll show you, it's going right here. And boom, Fedorowicz lead blocker. And I just was impatient. Still able to slip away from a guy though. You can see on a drag, well, the lead blocker is very nice. Doesn't always work out that way though. And it looks like they're covering low again. I was just seeing if I could get Hopkins, because he's the main guy I want to get the ball to. I should have just hit Miller again. You know, take what the defense gives you, right? Don't try to force it. It looks like the same thing. I can get this again. Wait for the blocker. Oh, battery's gonna die on me. If that happens, don't panic. Everything's gonna be okay. I'll be back very, very shortly. I want to show where they're actually covering low. It looks like the linebackers might blitz or not get out there in time, so Hopkins should get open on this one. Oh, that guy went back. Try to throw over his head. Oh, beautiful. I like how you can make some of those throws in this year's Madden where it's not like somebody's going to make a ridiculous play, like a defensive end going out there doing that. You can get behind my lead blocker. You can see how this play is pretty nice. Ooh, man coverage. Hopkins should kill this guy on this. And I just threw a horrible pass. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. Thank the Madden gods there. I'm able to get another man coverage here. This is... threw a little bit softer. Alright. I spent a lot of time on this play, but this is kind of the base play. Let's see what I got in audibles. A zone weak is actually kind of nice to run because it's surprisingly good blocking. When you motion this guy out of the way, you're like, oh, you can't run to that side. There's too many people. You have little ass Braxton Miller blocking linebacker and stuff. But look how the blocking works. It's insane. It's not even fair. It's like a glitch or something. So this is something I'll do. Like, you're worried about covering? Oh, go ahead. Go cover. Go ahead. You worried about the play over there? You do that. Because the blocking... Not all the time. I'm not going to say it's 100% you're guaranteed a big run. It's just... I forgot this. Audible to play. But you just, you know, you're doing the same setup. You're just putting Hopkins over to the slot on the other side of the field, and then you're kind of tricking him a bit. You at least get a few yards. It's like a weird blocking. I'm not complaining. Unless it was done against me, then it's bullshit, but this works out pretty well. Ooh. Oh, I wanted to spin the other way, but still got some nice yards there. You see how that play works. I don't have the play action that oh, this is the play action that I want to use. So when you do that, this works very well. Oh, especially with man, because Fuller's going to pull the cornerback all the way deep because he's so fast, and then you just get underneath him with Hopkins. On zone, it works really well. But this should get open on man. No problem whatsoever here. Oh. Let's try that again. Oh, I'm getting man coverage again. I want to show you the zone that Fuller just clears the way. Oh. Might want to do it when you're on the left hash mark, not in the middle of the field, maybe. If you want to hit Hopkins, that is. Alright, here we go. We got a zone because the safety is going to play back, and the corner, unless he's covering the flat, he's going to go all the way back with Fuller, and Hopkins just going to go underneath. And if the coverage doesn't work that way, you can either hit Miller or Fedora where it's underneath, or run it, just depending how you feel, but he's going to be open. Just too bad not making the catch. Sometimes I still do the Madden 17 thing where you have to hold it. It's going to be hard to get used to just hitting the tapping it at the right time to try to make the catch. But anyway. Alright, somebody just asked me if I have the Madden 18 disc or digital. I don't know why they're asking, but crap. Didn't mean to leave the formation there. I'm going to run that same play a couple times. And there's another play out of this formation that I'm going to show. I do not know how to respond to that guy. Oh, he's not even watching anymore anyway. Alright. Anyway. Let's get back to this. So, another play that looks like it's the same setup, but it's not. Oh, I thought he was coming in and gonna get me. I had to dump it off. Ooh. See, that's why the Raiders get a good D. Dang. Imagine Braxton would get open pretty good on man coverage here. Oh, sweet catch. But you can see how this is a nice play, especially if I'm going to be using Deshaun Watson and start rolling out and stuff. So I can just come out over here and roll out. As Optimus Prime always said. Anyway, the other play is wide receiver corner. And again, you're setting it up. Simple motion and a simple hot route. Braxton Miller going down the slot, and usually I do this if it's a cover 2, because Miller will take the free safety back and Hopkins will cut underneath the strong safety right into the sweet spot of the cover 2. And if not, well, you got a couple other options here. This is a cover 3, so Miller would get open in the seam, but the corner on the left doesn't have anybody to cover, so he might just go right over there. I have noticed that when I do this play, nobody wants to cover the flat. I forgot to do the audible first. So basically, same thing you just saw. Just motion Hopkins to the slot on the other side, but this time you do a hot route with Miller going on a streak. I suppose you could do something else, especially since this looks like a cover 3. Maybe put him on an out, because there's probably not going to be anybody over in the flat. So you can just... It seems like all the coverage goes after Hopkins and Fuller, that you can just hit that play all day. But the ultimate goal, this looks like a cover 1, is to get in front of that safety with Hopkins. And here we go. Get it. Oh, to the inch line. Maybe he got the ball across. I think that's a good place to end it right there. I'm pretty sure that was the last play out of this formation. Man, I don't know how to respond. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to you, killer man. In text, I guess you can hear me, right? This is digital version. I didn't feel like going out and getting the disc. Usually I get the disc because you trade in sports games usually when you get bored of them. Let me check that formation out again. I don't know why it matters if it's the disc or not, but maybe you noticed something different. But yeah, that seems to be the only other. That was the last play that uses that motion. I'm gonna try this play action here, play action inside cross, and then I'll end this video because I want to see how Hawkins' route does from here, crossing up with Dorowitz. Looks like it's gonna be a big mess. It actually looks kind of nice. Got a big mess going on. You don't really see these kind of routes. That could be very helpful. And with the speed of Fuller, with this being man, I think he's gonna get wide open here. And he did. Alright, so this play, I'm gonna throw this in. This play looks pretty good. Using the same little scheme here. Oh, looks kind of cloudy. Might get some rain. Hurricane hit way up north. We didn't get much except for a little bit of rain and some wind. We might get something right now. A little bit of rain. That'd be nice. Anyway, run this a couple times, see if it was just a fluke here. It looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. It's a nice little sweet spot. Gotta start using that, what is it called? Target passing? Looks like if you master that, you're gonna be pretty good because you just be like Tom Brady. You put it in the open area, and the receiver goes get it, or nobody does. Yeah, that looks like a nice play. You're welcome, guys. Now I just gotta try it online. Alright, thanks for watching and take care. Killer man, can we game share? You know what? I'm gonna close down this video give me a message, and I can get your username, and I guess we can try out a game. I haven't game shared before, so it'll be new for me. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.